Hello again, I'm Nahid from Synthron Media, and this is the third lesson in our series integrating Metapixel and Conversions API using Google Tag Manager. And today we are going to take a look at how to send data from our contact form 7 on our WordPress website to our Facebook Pixel and Google Analytics. So let's jump right in. First, from our Google Tag Manager web container, we are going to start with a preview. Let's connect our site. I have set up the contact form 7 here. Let's see what happens when we send some message to, when a visitor uses our contact form to send message to our website. Let's press submit and see what shows up in Tag Assistant. So in Tag Assistant, we see the form submit event has shown up. Now, how do we track it? In data layer, we have the data layer push event form submit. So let's get on working. So if we select on this, thank you for your message. Once the form submission is successful, this message will show up. We can right click on it, press on inspect, and copy this class name from here. We need to put it in the element selector. Before the class name, we have to put on a period and paste the class name. Reduce the minimum percent visible. That means when we scroll down, how much of this thank you message do we need to be visible before the tag is fired. Let's put it to the least amount possible. And we can name it save it. Now let's have another preview. Submit the form for test again. The thank you message showed up. What happens in our tag assistant is we have that element visibility trigger right there. We have form class information here. Now let's go create the events for Facebook and Google Analytics. For the web container and then our server container as well. So for the web container, we need to go into tags. In tags, if we just copy these Facebook initiate checkout. Event which has already been set up. Let's make a copy of this and we can call it the form submit. Now this is going to be a custom event and we can call it the form submit, or yeah, that's good enough. The variables, no variables specifically. We have to go to more settings. Event ID has been set up. The triggering, for the triggering we are going to set up the form element visibility event, and these properties we are not going to require them. So we just need one property. Here we're going to put the same name as in the custom event name field. Okay, that's it. And now for GA4, let's use this begin checkout event and make a copy of it. We can call it GA4 form submit. In event name, we can call it, let's say, form submit. Event ID stays as event ID. And we need to put in, let's say, event name. And this will be true. And firing options, let's put in once per page. And the triggering, we have to change the triggering to form element visibility. if we save it, so let's preview it once again and see what we get. Connect, and let's go to our contact form 7 page, put in dummy information, press in submit. Then we can check it in our tag assistant. Element visibility. Tags were fired for both Facebook and GA4. Variables are for this one. Event ID. Okay. Font classes. GTM dot element visibility, right? So for element visibility, the tags fired are FB form submit and J4 form submit. The event name here is event equals GTM dot element visibility, and saying the event name equals GTM dot element visibility. So let's put it in our, and now to make sure that we can send this data to Facebook conversion API, in the event name match regex, we put in the event name for the tags we have set up just now. This element visibility tag for Facebook pixel, its event name is GTM dot element visibility. Checking here, yes, the event name is GTM dot visibility. So we put this name inside the Facebook conversion API custom trigger in our server container. I've already saved it, and in events manager, if we check to see whether we can get the data here, let's open our website and check. Go to contact form 7, put in dummy text, submit. Yes, we have this subscribe button click, automatically locked, processed. We are getting the URL, parameters, button feature, class list. This is the WPC class list for our element. We're getting ID, name, and other information as well. Now, whenever a user submits a form, we get their advanced matching parameters, IP address, and user agent. But that's not enough for us. We want to get their email and other information as well. For that, what we're going to do is set up a custom JavaScript tag. So in the tags, we go to new tag. In tag configuration, we're going to create it's a custom HTML tag. So in custom HTML, we're going to get let's see this script right here. We're going to use this script for our contact form 7. Put it here. We can trigger it in just all pages, and we can call it contact form contact form 7 submission, CF submission. Let's save it. Let's check again if this tag fires. So if we go to our contact form 7 page and put in dummy text, submit, we have this CF 7 submission. In the data layer, we can see the name, value, and other information we're trying to send. Okay, all the data is being sent here. Now we need to create a variable for this form. So the event is called CF submission event ID. We can create a variable using the so we're going to need to create some data layer variables that would start with so in the data layer we see all the information, name, email, subject, message. All of this comes under the response object. Yes, all of these information are under the response object. So we are going to create a trigger to get data from response. Let's see. Sorry, we're going to create variables to get data from the response object. So this is a data layer variable information, and it should be, because this is an object and under the object we have an array of information. The first row would be 0, second row 1, third row 2, fourth row 3. So we're going to create 4 data layer variables, and let's name them for our understanding. DLV, message, or contact form, message, you can call it form, name, and we're going to put in response dot 0 response dot 0 and here value. So we're going to put response dot 0 dot value, sorry, and this is DLV form, name. Now that is our first row in the array. Second would be email. So let's just save it and make copies of it. DLV form name. From DLV form name we need make a copy, and this would be DLV form email. That is it, DLV form email, and this would be number 1. So put in number 1 in here. That's also done. Then add another form name email, just copy it. So let's submit and publish again. Go to events manager, your activity, open website, contact form 7. Yes. Now the user data is getting to our Facebook pixel as well. So just like the email address, we can do the same for username as well. We just need to edit the tag. If we go into tags, in object properties, we need to add another property. Product name, submit, publish, continue. This same goes for our server container. Submit, publish, continue. And we're getting the name from we're getting name of the user sent to our Facebook pixel as well. So that's all for today's lesson. In the next lesson, we'll look deeper into forms and video tracking scrolling as well. We will check out Calendly forms, HubSpot forms, etc., and how to track videos on your website. So till then, stay well.